Go ahead.
On Ukraine. The other day on the Hill, the Secretary said that the Russians have been lying and that have lied to his face. Presumably he was referring to Foreign Minister Lavrov, whom he is supposed to meet on Monday in Switzerland. But Foreign Minister Lavrov appears to have taken exception to the suggestion that he is lying to Secretary Kerry's face, saying it was not, this was not a diplomatic comment, to say the least. I'm wondering if you have any reaction, response, or other thoughts on this little episode.
Well, I think the Secretary was referring to comments made broadly, not as specific as you suggest, but privately and certainly publicly, that any claims that we've seen publicly many, many times that Russia has not had a hand in or engagement in what's happening in eastern Ukraine. And that's certainly a statement of fact. We've seen a great deal of evidence that confirms that.
Right. But so the Secretary did not mean to say or imply that Foreign Minister Lavrov had lied to his face? He
wasn't referring to a specific meeting, but we've seen comments made, countless comments made, consistently made by Russian officials suggesting they have no involvement in Ukraine.
Well, let me just ask this then. Has the Secretary met face-to-face with any other Russian official than Foreign Minister Lavrov?
I think you're taking his comment a little literally. He's talking about comments that Russia has consistently made. They don't make different claims privately, but he was making a broad point about their claims about their lack of involvement.
Okay, well, it's not me, it's Foreign Minister Lavrov who made the comment.
Okay, well, let me clarify it in that way then.
So you would not say that Foreign Minister Lavrov has lied to Secretary Kerry's face about Russian involvement in Ukraine?
I think he is conveying that any statement made publicly or privately by any Russian official that they have no involvement in Ukraine, we know is clearly not
a lie,
inaccurate.
Not a lie.
He does imply that people have said things directly to him that were lies. It doesn't imply that, it states that.
He sees public comments, he reads the newspaper. He's certainly, as I just said, privately and publicly, there are the same claims made.
So people have lied to his face then?
I've addressed this question.
As far as you know, the meeting with Foreign Minister Lavrov is still on?
Yes, and they'll talk about Ukraine, and the Secretary will reiterate our concerns. I expect they'll also talk about a range of issues. They certainly have had disagreements in the past, and we've still worked with them on issues like the Iran negotiations, and that will continue.
I understand that, but I mean, I don't believe the Secretary of State has ever said publicly that he's being lied to his face.
Well,
so as far as you know, the meeting is still on.
Correct.
And they still have a cordial working relationship.
Yes. Go ahead. Sure.